Is that your most dunks in a game so far?
Yeah, I think so. So far this season, 3. Might be the most in my career, actually. So felt good to be athletic out there. So.
Are you laughing because AD said that? Or
Everybody was telling me that. So, but it felt good. It was funny. But it felt good just to be athletic, be able to attack the rim with force, and get a couple dunks. So. Yeah.
Jason Kidd's talked about wanting you to be more aggressive, specifically on the drive. You're kind of scoring from all 3 phases tonight. What did you like about your level of aggression, and what's really clicked for you in these last couple of games?
Yeah, just having an aggressive mentality. I think that's really what it is for me. Just being able to flip that switch where I can be aggressive, and obviously if I'm able to score, that's great. But I think it opens up for my teammates as well. Being able to shoot the 3 and then being able to finish around the rim as well kind of opens up my game, and defenders will play me a little bit differently, and so my ability just to read them and obviously get my teammates open as well. So it's just a mentality, just an aggressive mentality, and continuing to lean into that.
You guys have beaten them twice, and about a month here. What do you think you've done well? They've been a really good team this year.
Yeah, I think just executing the game plan. Obviously, they got KD, who's Hall of Fame player, and he was still 14 for 26. But just trying to make it difficult for him. Just trying to make it difficult for all their guys. And I think a stat is they're the best offensive rebounding team in NBA history if you were to go off stats. So I thought we did a good job of kind of boxing out and kind of taking away that from them. There were some possessions where they're still able to get a lot, but I think for the most part we did a good job of limiting their offensive rebounds and just trying to make it difficult for KD. Obviously they got other guys that can hoop too, but KD's obviously the problem. So
you had 7, obviously. Was that a key focus for you personally?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a focus for all of us, especially going into this game in particular, being able to come back and help rebound. You got Capella down there, he's a beast, and, Tari and, Men Thompson and Jabari, they're all crashing too. And so it's not just on the bigs to rebound the ball in this type of game. And so, myself and everybody else included needed to come back and help rebound, and we were able to do a good job of that.
Max, not to get too introspective on you for the night, but we know this is a game you've been playing for a while now and it's your career, but what keeps you dedicated to getting better?
That's a good question. I think for me, just I think first and foremost, just trusting in the Lord. I think that's big for me. It's something I've really leaned into, and gives me a reason to wake up every day just trying to be the best version of myself in that aspect. But I think it's just a motivation for me every day. I wake up, I want to get the most out of myself that I can. So obviously basketball is great, being able to be the best basketball player that I can be, but also the best individual I can be, brother, son, you can go down the list. So I think that's just the motivation for me, just wanting to get the most out of myself. So yeah.
I think fans are probably wondering, I was wondering if you could put a finger on how you guys could fall behind Sacramento like that and lose to a lesser team like Sacramento, but then you have a game like tonight.
I mean, every team in the NBA is an NBA team. It doesn't matter who you're playing. You can throw the records out the window. They're professional basketball players, and every team is different. Obviously, it's very matchup dependent as well, but it's the NBA, and it's hard to win in this league regardless of the team that you're playing, whether they're they have the best record or the worst record. It doesn't matter. And so obviously it's a good win for us tonight. Houston's been very successful so far this season, and now we're going into SAC for our next game, and obviously we lost to them last time, so we're going to try and get them back. But again, it's the NBA, and every team is a great team regardless of the record, so it doesn't really matter who we're playing. It's always going to be difficult to win.
Cooper got in foul trouble early, and he was able to kind of help out in other ways tonight.
Mm-hmm.
When he was scouted college-wise, defense was kind of what led him, and then offense, I think he's probably doing better than he expected.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about his ability to be this two-way player pretty early in his NBA career?
Yeah, I mean, it's not surprising. He's an elite basketball player, and obviously he didn't shoot it great tonight, but he still had 7 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, so a block shot. Like, he's still affecting the game, obviously, outside of scoring. And, he got in foul trouble early, probably took away his rhythm a little bit, but, you can control your effort and energy on the defensive end, and you can control your rebounding as well. That's also effort. So he did all those things tonight, regardless of his scoring, and, he's going to be an effective player for us, whether he's making a lot of shots or not. And so that's a plus for us, and that's, what makes him such a great player.
He's played basically exactly as many minutes as he played all of last year at Duke, about the same amount of games.
Yeah.
And Jason Kidd said he kind of felt like he was touching the rookie wall. Do you remember what that was like your first year in the league? And it's kind of the dog days of the season setting in.
Yeah, you get around January, February is when it kind of starts to settle in. I think for everybody, it's when the season can start to get, mundane and redundant. You're playing games every day. The minutes are starting to wear on you, but I think he's been just fine. Like I said, I think he's affected the game in other ways outside of his scoring, and he's been playing a lot of minutes. He's 19 now. He's, probably played more games than he had in his college career, and like you said, probably the same amount of minutes, and we still got half the season left. So, he's going to be fine, and he's built for that, and that's why he was the number one pick. That's why he is who he is. So, he's going to be great for us. So, yeah.
We talked to AD about, your time with the Lakers too, and he's seen you evolve from there to here.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of said, Max may be the best. He said D'Angelo Russell probably does. With D'Lo here now, what is y'all's relationship like? How do you kind of use him as another vet in your corner?
Yeah, D'Lo's been with me for my whole career. Basically, he came in the trade deadline my rookie year, and he's, obviously been such a great support and help for me. And I've learned so much from him, watching him play, and seeing how he's also evolved as well. And, me just trying to pick his brain a little bit, take bits and pieces every now and then just to continue to learn from him. And same with AD. Obviously, AD's going to be a Hall of Fame player, and I've been with him my whole career now. We've been, everywhere together. So continuing to watch him as well, and, continuing just to learn, from his basketball IQ and obviously his stuff off the court as well. So both of them have been great for me, great vets that I can lean on, and people that I've learned from for sure. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.